faster to supply more oxygen and release more energy. Over time, your heart muscle gets stronger, allowing it to pump blood more efficiently.
Alright, after George had a heart attack at age 40, he decided to change his lifestyle. Which form of physical activity would best help him improve the health of his heart? Swim for 20 minutes, Tuesday and Friday. Lift weights for 20 minutes, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Swim for 20 minutes, Tuesday and Friday. Run or walk briskly for 30 minutes, Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Ride an exercise bike for 20 minutes Tuesday and Friday. Walk leisurely for 20 minutes Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Gonna go with option B. Option B was correct.
Staying active to prevent diabetes. It's a startling fact. In the United States, 17 million people suffer from diabetes. Diabetes is a disorder in which the body cannot convert food into energy. Insulin, a hormone secreted by the pancreas, stimulates the body to take up and use the glucose or blood sugar people get from food. This process is impaired in a diabetic. There are two types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2. A very small percentage of people suffer from type 1, which usually appears in children. A person with this type of diabetes produces little or no insulin. Without insulin, glucose levels in the blood remain high. Thirst, frequent urination, nausea, hunger, fatigue, and weight loss are some of the common symptoms of type 1 diabetes. In type 2 diabetes, the pancreas produces enough insulin, but the body is not able to use the insulin properly to convert glucose to energy. Again, the result is a high level of glucose in the blood. Type 2 diabetes is commonly seen in people who are overweight and in adults over 30. But children and teenagers can also be affected, especially if they are overweight. To avoid becoming diabetic, eat balanced meals and snacks at regular intervals. Monitor your intake of foods high in carbohydrates, and if needed, replace them with foods having more unsaturated fats such as peanut butter and almonds. Recognize your eating patterns, eat smaller portions, and avoid overeating when you are bored or stressed. Diabetes is a life-threatening disease. To prevent diabetes, it's essential that you maintain a healthy weight. But avoid dangerous diet plans. Fad diets, diet aids, and fasting may help you lose weight, but the effects are often temporary. These quick weight loss plans may exclude important nutrients, have side effects such as hair loss and sleeplessness, and put a strain on the kidneys. To stay fit, you need to eat nutritious meals that are low in sugar and saturated fats. You also need to exercise for at least 30 minutes every day. Remember, type 2 diabetes usually develops slowly, with no symptoms until it becomes severe. So it's important that you eat right and exercise enough when you're still young. It's also easier to change your lifestyle habits when you're a teenager than when you're older and settled in your ways.
Select the correct answer. Jackson is 15 and starting to gain some extra weight. His father has diabetes, and Jackson is worried about becoming diabetic too. Which would be the best advice for Jackson? Strict non-fat diet of dairy products, vegetables and fruit, and exercise rigorously for 30 minutes each day. Avoid food high in sugar so that his metabolism will allow him to burn calories more effectively when he exercises. Avoid junk food, eat nutritious meals, low in fat and sugar. Exercise for about 30 minutes each day. supplement his diet with vitamins and diet pills and alternate days of fasting and rigorous activity. I'm going with option C here. Option C was correct. Common sense.
Staying active to prevent osteoporosis. Jenna is worried about her mother. She has had 4 fractures in the last 2 years, and each time the broken bones have taken several months to heal. Jenna's mother is suffering from a condition called osteoporosis, in which bone density decreases with age. The bones become weaker and more brittle, and are more likely to break. Bone density decreases because, as people age, the levels of calcium and phosphorus in the bones decrease. Through childhood and adolescence, the body stores these minerals, but once people reach their late 20s, they gradually begin to lose them. You can reduce the risk of developing osteoporosis later in life by eating foods that are rich in calcium and phosphorus while you are still young. Adopting an active lifestyle that includes exercise will also help you develop bone mass.
Bone mass. Sexy.
You need regular
That guy looks like
exercise to build
Markiplier,
strong bones and
kinda.
prevent osteoporosis.
But like older.
Resistance training and weight-bearing exercises are essential for increasing bone mass and strengthening your skeletal system. In these exercises, your body is forced to work against the force of gravity, and your entire body weight is supported by your bones. Walking, climbing steps, push-ups, and lifting weights are some common exercises that will help you strengthen your bones. You should also consume about 1,300 milligrams of calcium every day. As often as possible, choose fat-free or low-fat versions of calcium-rich foods.
By the way, there is a point to this video. I'm just getting my homework done first. Anne is 60 years old and rather frail. She fractured her forearm. Which one? While playing with her grandson. That was 2 months ago, but her arm is still in a sling. Which disease is she likely suffering from? Hypertension, probably not. Type 2 diabetes, probably not. Atherosclerosis or osteoporosis. I can't pronounce these big words. I'm too illiterate to do that. I think it's option C. Or maybe it's B. I mean D. Yeah, okay.
Physical activity to prevent chronic diseases. An alarmingly large number of American teenagers are overweight.
That's a teenager?
This trend is cause for concern because excess body fat
That's
strains
not
the
a
muscles
teenager.
and the
That's
skeletal
a
system. Extra weight also forces the heart
that's a
and lungs to
flubbing,
work faster, which
like,
increases the risk of high blood
26-year-old.
pressure. And further, overweight and obese people are more likely to have high cholesterol levels and suffer from diabetes.
Diabetes.
You see how vital it is to maintain a healthy weight. Before learning just how to do that, let's look at the difference between two commonly used terms, overweight and obese. Being overweight means a person is heavier than the standard weight range for his or her height and age. But being obese means that a person has an excess amount of body fat. Both conditions can be unhealthy, but some forms of being overweight are not.
Why kangaroos? Why?
If a chart shows that you are overweight, you fall into a certain category of weight, given your height, that might be unhealthy. But you could fall into that category because you have a lot of muscle tissue, which weighs more than fat does. Very athletic people, including bodybuilders, may weigh more than average for this reason. Therefore, measuring body composition can be helpful. Body composition is the ratio of body fat to lean body tissue. Knowing this ratio can help you determine your appropriate body weight. Another consideration is your individual body type. Most people have not inherited super lean bodies, nor can they develop highly muscular ones. So it's important to set a realistic goal. Strive for a healthy weight that you can sustain over a lifetime, not a body likely to appear on a magazine cover. Physical activity affects body weight in different ways because of various rates of metabolism. Metabolism is a process by which the body converts food to energy. Energy is measured in calories. The body requires a certain number of calories every day to function properly. The rest of the food is stored as fat. When you're physically active, your metabolism is higher and you burn more calories. In fact, even after you stop an activity, you continue to burn calories at an accelerated rate for several hours. Simply put, to maintain a certain weight, you need to burn as many calories as you consume. If you consume more calories than you burn, you gain weight. And when you consume fewer calories than you burn, you lose weight. To ensure that you use up enough calories, find creative ways to add more activity to your daily routines. Then you too can take advantage of the extra high metabolism that follows exercise.
Nope, not gonna do it. Nope, I hate that song.
Another way to evaluate your weight is to calculate your body mass index, BMI, which assesses body size in relation to height and weight. BMI equals weight in pounds times 703 divided by height in inches squared. Let's find Bob's BMI. Bob is 16 years old, weighs 145 pounds, and is 65 inches tall. BMI equals 145 times 703 divided by 65 squared. BMI equals 24.12 or 24. Bob is within the appropriate weight range for his age. Remember that other factors influence weight, so if your BMI does not fall within the healthy range, it's best to consult a doctor. After you find your appropriate weight, you can work toward achieving it. Remember that losing weight takes time, so set realistic goals.
Eventually, this video will make sense. Eventually. Clara engages in a variety of activities each week. In which of the following will she have the highest rate of metabolism? Okay. It's either sitting in her classroom, playing in a soccer game, or helping her mother in the garden. Probably helping her mother in the garden. Yep, I was right.
Summary. Different kinds of physical activity can help prevent chronic diseases. Cardiovascular or aerobic exercise for 1.5 hours each week helps maintain the elasticity of your blood vessels and reduces pressure on them. In this way, cardiovascular exercise helps keep your heart healthy. Regular weight-bearing exercise while you're young helps increase your bone mass, which lessens your risk of osteoporosis in later years. Regular physical activity helps maintain a healthy weight, which lessens your risk of diabetes. Remember, healthy physical activity can take many forms, from moderate workouts such as washing a car to fast-paced workouts such as a soccer game. And if you couple physical activity with a low-fat, nutritious diet, you are on your way to a healthy lifestyle.
Da, 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 da. Yeah. Woo. Now I only have 2 more tutorials to go through. I hate this Play-Doh web thingy. Hopefully this doesn't have one of those things that crashes. 32
Benefits
thingies?
of physical activity.
Holy crap, man.
In this lesson,
God
you will
dang. That's
introduction.
30.
Maybe you
Oh,
can't control everything that affects your health, such as heredity
God
or the environment you
dang,
live in.
man.
But there are
Oh,
many
that's
ways
so
that you can
much.
take charge of your health, even if it means
Ah.
overcoming family or peer influences or
Ah.
your own less than ideal habits. How active you are and what you eat are 2 areas
Ah.
you can adjust to optimize your potential for
Why?
a healthy
Ow,
life.
hair in my
This
eye.
lesson will focus on physical
Oh, they'll
activity.
probably be for their behemoth. I can't talk. You know, I said there was gonna be a point to this video. There is no point to this. This is just like the beginning of my YouTube channel where I record myself doing my cult homework. I'll just make probably like 2 more of these, so, bye.